Shalom. Kahalo Yahweh Bahashem. Yahweh Shai Bahashem. Rakah HaKradash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth. Shalom to the elder bishops out of Connecticut. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam. Shalom to the elders, the prophets, and the teachers and evangelists. The water for your sacrifice. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Shalom. And I just got nothing major, nothing, just a couple of clips that I got off of TikTok. I was going to let them play and just get a couple of quick scriptures. And, I pray that you be edified with it, man. We are in the Day of Atonement. And, until from sundown of today until sundown tomorrow is when you pick up as far as eating. Should be no eating or drinking. And the Wadi Yabashin Yabashai, I was praying about it, you want to do it the right way, not the wrong way. So I did start off on the right note, and I will rock this out, continue that way until sun up. So let's get some of these videos out and let's get some scriptures in. All right.
No to digital ID law. We say no. No to digital ID. No to digital ID law. We say no. No to digital ID. No to digital ID law. We say no.
All right, so I just wanted to let that play a couple of times. It's really fast. So let's get to the next video. But before I do that, actually, let's get a scripture. Classic scripture. Revelations 13 and 16, and it reads, "And he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name." And that's what you just seen in the last clip. This is not something I want to play. That's for studying purposes. Let's get the next one.
No one has explained to you what's about to happen with these 800 high-ranking military officials showing up in Quantico, Virginia this week, in a couple of days. Everyone's talked about it, but I'm going to explain to you in general what's happening. You're not getting it in the media, and you're not getting it in large part from social media, so there's a lot of talk about it. As a former military man myself, an officer in the military, I'm going to explain to you what's about to happen. And you can sum all of this up in one word, and it's all bad, 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 all caps. And that one word is conditioning. Trump is about to condition, along with Hegseth as the Secretary of Defense, high-ranking military officials for a new mission. This warrior ethos is nothing more than reconditioning them for violence against American citizens and anybody the president perceives as an enemy. Oh yeah, that's what this is all about. You have to understand that conditioning is a very slow but very serious process. It's getting you used to something that's outrageous. Over time, slowly, to the point where you are now consuming large amounts of violence without even thinking about it. It's now normal, right? And so he's going to condition them with a mission change on this warrior ethos. That's the first part of it, right? Mission change. Get you ready, conditioning you for violence against the American public. 2, is threats and intimidation. That's why the president and the Secretary of Defense are going to be there to rally the senior leadership for a collective mission change. To look you in the eye and let you know this is now my focus. This is now my focus. This is now my intent. Do you understand? Put fear in you because they can just fire a general at will. They can fire an admiral at will. They've done it already, and they've demonstrated it through a whole host of other firings. So they're already on threat. See, when you become a general, you are essentially a politician in uniform. That's basically what you are. Your promotions are entirely based on the satisfaction of the president and the upper echelons of the political system. This is literally what it is. You can probably make all the way to colonel or 06 in the military with not as much politics, with just doing your duty. But when you get in the flag rank, you're now a politician in part almost totally. And you have to satisfy the political wills to go up. You can go from 1 star to 4 star in 1 or 2 years as a flag officer because you are a politician. You can sink just as fast, right? And if you don't believe that, then you can ask Shinshevsky for many years back when they fired him about this Iraq war business when he wasn't on board with it, when he told him the truth. But I digress. And the final thing is they're going to figure out who the hell is on their team. Are you with me or are you against me? He's already committed to firing 20%. Of 800, that's about 160 generals / admirals. Yeah, that many. Who have spent their whole careers are going to go bye-bye. And I need to figure out who's on my team and who's not on my team. And from that not on my team bunch, that's going to be my 20%. They're going away soon. And I mean really soon. Maybe even at this meeting. They may not even go back to their commands. This is very serious, folks. The military is now going to be conditioned to be used against the American public. Remember, the man with the truncated mustache in Germany didn't start with unaliving mass amounts of German Jewish citizens. No. He started with rallying the minds of the people, conditioning them to small amounts of violence to the point where they consume whole amounts of violence, outright tragedies. It was a conditioning process, getting you ready for it. It's like training for a marathon. You don't run 26 miles. You do a bunch of small runs, 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 4 mile. You build up to it. And then by the time you get to the major thing, it's no big deal because you've been thoroughly conditioned. That's what's happening this Tuesday. The media is not saying it. And if you are in the military, last part, you are in a very serious situation right now. This is a very serious matter. Your oath is really going to come into play right now. And if you decide to go along with this, let me tell you for certain, your career will end in disgrace. I guarantee it. There is no such thing as you're going to go along to prevent the system from going bad. No. They're going to flush you into doing very bad things, or they're going to flush you out. There's nothing in the middle. Don't kid yourself that you can kind of survive under a totalitarian or an authoritarian regime. You cannot. They will give you the ultimatum. Choose ye this day. That's what the scriptures say.
This is Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, who they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So Yahweh and Yahushai is going to get all these nations together to go into the valley of Yehoshaphat. And what's going on is that he's putting into their spirits to get ready to go to war. But at the same time, like that video I just showed you, he's also putting into the elite's mind that it's time, because their time is is going short, that it's time for them to get ready to roll out that NWO and the MOTB. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Bear me 1 second. Because we're about to get ready to go into that WW3. I think it was in Isaiah. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And this is what's getting ready. This is what this dude is talking about. Arrows are about to be shot at each other. Missiles, those HICBM missiles. I think I said that wrong, but HBM, something like that. Salaki, please forgive me, man. If anybody can correct me, I appreciate it. But those missiles are going to be shot, but that's not going to come before the time of Yahushua. Yahushua comes before that, but that MOTB and the NWO was coming before Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? The MOTB and the NWO is synonymous with one another. To get to NWO, you gotta make the MOTB mandatory. That ushers in the NWO, and then that ushers in the time of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, sending Yahushai and Michael and the other angels. Let's finish him off, and I got one more video.
You will be forced to that point to where you choose ye this day. So for you military folks, this is a horrible time. The military is run today by a white nationalist, and his boss, Trump, is a white nationalist. You are in a very bad situation. And if you are a non-white male, I wouldn't even encourage you for white males, but if you are a non-white male, you are in a very bad situation. And you may be conditioned to commit violence against your own damn citizens.
All right, let's get to the next one.
This lines up with the beast system. We have the head of the United Kingdom stating this at a meeting.
This government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID with Reform and Nigel Farage.
The issue of identity cards has been...
So, did you hear what he said? That's part of the beast system. You will not be able to do any kind of work in the United Kingdom until you have a digital ID. All he needed to say now is you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade or do anything at all. And then we got the beast system right there. But its stages being set. It's a slow fade, like a frog in a pot, heating up the water. You don't introduce the whole thing at once. You bring in a piece at a time because you become desensitized. So you have to desensitize the masses first. They're rolling it out. You, ladies and gentlemen, if you live in the United Kingdom, from now, by his administration, I don't know what that means, but just saying, from that administration, you will not be able to work or do anything until you have that digital ID, and it will be on your phone and stuff. And remember what I told you, where they would enter.
It's definitely going to be implemented before 2030, but, you know, that's just what they like to put up there, man.
Introduce it first. It will be by your cell phone. I warned you. I told you exactly how it happens in the B system. It comes by your cell phone, and then it becomes digital dollar. And then we say we're not going to use currency anymore because the virus that they're about to release on everybody, the money is tainted. You can't touch it because the virus is spreading on the money. The virus.
This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. That cup of the wrath is coming, man. Esau, you're going to have to drink it, baby. Revelation 16:19. And the great city which was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. I'll let it continue.
Spreading on the money, on the coins and your paper. So we're going to do away with the paper and the coins, and you're going to have to use your cell phone, the same thing you have to have for your job, to pay for your goods. And then we do away with the cell phone, and they put it in your hand, your right hand, or your forehead. It's coming. Just like they told us it would in the Bible. Digital ID. And then Diana reads about it. She said, hey, Brandon, did you know that they say they want to introduce this before 2030? All of this.
This is Jeremiah 25:15. For thus saith Yahweh thy power of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it, including 2/3 of Israel. They're going to have to drink that too. This is why we're building up our faith, man. We fear Yahweh and Yahweh Shai because we recognize in the times and we know that we're closer than we ever have been. And we know that, they're going to stop us from being on the highways and byways doing this work. They're going to stop us from being on these platforms to speak this truth, this 100% truth, starting with Elder Apostle Tahan down of GMS. So we know that these things are coming. We're just trying to prepare ourselves. This is James 2:26. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. So we know we're going to continue to keep the faith in the Lord to the best of our ability and continue to ask Yahweh to build our faith. You know what I'm saying? Romans 3:31. Do we then make void the law through faith? The Most High forbid. Yea, we establish the law. And that's what we've been trying to teach you and warn you, is that the scriptures tell you that keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is life, and sinning is death. There's always at each other.
Done before 2030. That's 5 years. 5-year plan. 5-year plan. That's not coincidence. I'm just trying to tell you all, I want you not to be an ostrich in the sand and know what's coming around you and where we are in the end, the signs of the times and the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ. It's time to open your eyes. It's time to look around and know that the water's getting hotter. Signs are coming. This lines up with the beat.
Signs are coming, like you said. This is Sirach 11:21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in Yahweh and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of Yahweh on the sudden to make a poor man rich. And we're already rich. If you got this, if you got this understanding, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you're already rich. You know what I'm saying? You got the comforter on you, and you know what I'm saying, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai backing you, you're already rich. You're good to go. Now it's gonna be hard. We're gonna have to endure to the end, but we good to go out here, man. I think that was the last. Yeah, the other one was for educational purposes only. So with that, man, I believe how you were edified, man. This is real out here. It's getting real out here. Kohalo Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakradash. Shalom again. Salutations, double honors to the elder apostles GMS on down. Shalom to the elect, man, and Abba Ball, Baba Kushah. We got next. Shalom.